Islam, Islam, Islam. This is the Moorish Oracle, or I am the Moorish Oracle. Also, I am Chief Justice Durand and Murrell. Bang! In capitis, diminutio, nolo, in red ink, in propria persona, juris, in proprio solo, and in proprio heredes. All rise and stand and remain standing into perpetuity. This is a sovereign, living, ancient Article 3, Moorish American, Moroccan consular court action. Again, this is the Moorish Oracle. This is my first recorded reading. Okay, I'm excited. Just coming to my gift. Okay, I did my first reading last night with myself, and that's when I discovered that I can read. All right, fam. And I want to give honors to my first recorded reading to Maji got the T. Okay. One of my favorite readers. I have her, The Chosen Ones 144 deck. Okay. Maji, the High Priestess LLC. Okay, and I want to use her deck to start out with. Okay. See what we got going on. Okay. And we're gonna make this in general. It can apply to me, it can apply to you, it can apply to anybody. Okay. So this is what we're gonna put down. It's what spirit. Whoa, shit. That ain't good. Let me pause this for a minute. Back. My screen ain't showing it. My batteries might be low. All right, fam. We back. Okay. Now, first card came out was you have a big mission on Earth. Okay, big mission. All right. Now, I don't want to drop no more cards, so I'm gonna pick. Go ahead and pick. Next card was Ancient Bloodline. Ancient Divine Blood. Y'all, Ancient Divine Blood, whoever listen. Okay. The next one is Success. Okay. We're gonna do about 5 cards. Shuffle them up a little bit. Okay. Dig in here. You got light worker. Some of y'all light workers. Okay, so far you have a big mission on Earth. You have the ancient divine blood. You are a success, or you're going to be successful. Okay, and you're a light worker. Okay, you know, particularly light workers. Divine or spiritual workers that spread the message, divine message, okay? So that's 4. We're gonna draw one more. Card. And we got goddess energy, and y'all operating y'all goddess energy, okay? So that's what we got from Maji's The Chosen One 144 card, okay? Put them to the side. Okay, we got another tarot deck. I don't know the name of this deck, but it's a general deck, I would say. Okay, so we're gonna go through here. We're going to see what we got. See what spirit, ancestors, the divine has for us. All right, we're going to dig in here. Pull out a card. And we have the Nine of Cups found. The Knight of Cups. Okay, now how I read is what Spirit reveals to me from me looking at the cards and not necessarily the general aspect of the cards, okay? Now, Nine of Cups, I see a man with call it a helmet. From back in the day when the knights used to wear it's not a crown, it's not a shield. We're gonna just stick with helmet, okay? But it has wings on it, okay? Which is telling me that his mind is free, okay? Free like a bird, free like an eagle, okay? And he flies high above, he operates on high, okay? And he has a gold cup, which is the Nine of Cups, gold cup in his right hand, okay? You know, so he has been favored from rising above so high. You know, the divine has favored him. Another thing I see, he got on an attire that's chrome, but it also has the colors red and blue. Okay, red represents the blood. Okay, and blue represents, I'm gonna say, the blue ethers. Okay, which is energy, form of energy, I would say. Okay, he operates, you know what I'm saying, within this energy, and the red meaning blood, meaning life. So he operates within life energy. Okay, that's what it is. He operates in life energy. So some of y'all operate in life energy, and y'all operate in the divine on high, and you have been rewarded with the gold cup. You know what I'm saying? Which is favor. You know what I'm saying? It could be monetary. It could be status. You know what I'm saying? It could be recognition, you know, for the work that you do. Okay? So that's all we got on that card there. Okay, we're going to draw another card. Okay, let's see. And it also with the card, it looked like he's in the mountains. You know what I'm saying? It's like he sits, the way he sits, the mountains is underneath him. Okay, so he is rose above the mountains. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, the next card found is a guy, 5 of swords. Let me show it to you so y'all can see. 5 of swords. Just in case I didn't show you this one, it's the 9 of cups. Okay, the 5 of swords. This is a guy that has 2 swords leaning on his shoulder in his left hand. Okay, and he has a sword in his right hand, touching the ground, and his other 2 swords on the ground. So he has 3 swords in his possession and 2 swords on the ground. But there's 2 people in the background. They got their back turned. I'm thinking that they've been defeated, you know, and through defeat, you lose your sword. And it's like he just defeated them 2, but he already had 2 under his belt. You know what I'm saying? And he just defeated the last one with just the sword in his hand. So he's a swordsman. He's one that sword representing the truth. Okay. He has defeated 5 people with the truth. Okay. Or he's been 5 rounds and he's undefeated. That's what I'm saying in this card. Okay, we're gonna draw another card. We got the 4 of swords. Okay, so we had 5 of swords, now we got the 4 of swords. Show this to you. Then the 4 of swords, it shows 3 swords on the wall and 1 sword underneath him. And it's like he's laying on, I would say maybe a type of bed or a box with a sword underneath it or on the side. I would say it looks like the sword is, no, it ain't hanging. Okay, but it's sword underneath them, so it's a total of 4 swords. Now, he's laying there with his hands above his stomach, but together, okay? And he could be meditating, he could be praying, you know, he can just be thinking. But what I'm getting from this card is he has a history of defeat with the 3 swords hanging on the wall, you know, because he has overcame the physical, the mental, and reached the spiritual realm in life. Okay, and then the 1 sword underneath him, maybe it's an aspect of life he's still dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Or perfecting, you know. And these could be talent, skills, and even gifts, I'm thinking, that he possesses, because it seems like he's at peace, he's at rest, you know. So that's what I get from that card. Then it's a picture on the wall. It appears to be a woman. I can't see what she's doing, but it's somebody that's beneath her or under her. It could be a child. Okay, I think this could be his mother teaching him when he was younger and preparing him for life. You know, that equipped him to accomplish the things that he has accomplished in life. So it's basically saying that parents, it's important that you raise your child, you know what I'm saying? Not just a physical level, but a mental level, as well as a spiritual level. So they fully equipped to tackle life and be successful, okay? But I heard the word dominant. So they can be dominant in life and nothing won't dominate them or overcome them. So that's what I got for that card. Got another card right here just poking out, try to come out. The last time I pulled, I'm gonna pull that card. And that is the Ace of Cups, right? Ace of Cups. It means, from what I just read on the 4 of Cups, when you raise your child, not just on a physical level, but you teach them the mental aspects of life and the spiritual aspects of life, their cup gonna run over. They're gonna be abundant. Can't be nothing but abundant, fam. You know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures tell you, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all things will be added unto you. Okay, all things. So it's abundance right there. Okay, Ace of Cups. Gonna draw another card. Let's shuffle a little bit. Mix these cards around. Okay. Gonna Let's see what we got. We got the Six of Pentacles, fam. Okay. So we got one cup card. We got two swords. And we got an Ace of Cups. So we got two cups and two swords. And this is our first pentacle, Six of Pentacles. Now, the card I just read before was abundance, right? From being raised properly, okay? Now this card is a man holding a scale. The scale represents balance. So he's balanced within himself. He's balanced in life because he's been given the knowledge of the physical, the mental, and the spiritual, the 120, the 240, and the 360. So now he's in a position where he's balanced within his emotions. You know what I'm saying? He's balanced within his constitution. He stands firm on a foundation that allows him to give to the needy. And this is life, fam. You don't get successful and keep your wealth to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Charity, you know what I'm saying, is a good deed done. Okay? So it's good to give charity, fam. You know, it shows that you have a heart. You know what I'm saying? You got compassion for the people, you know, and you are of the divine. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all could have reached this point. Y'all probably on y'all way to leveling up to this point. Okay? Some of y'all might still be in meditation, reflecting on your goals and waiting for your wealth to come in, your abundance to come in, your Ace of Cups. You know what I'm saying? You know, but know when you get that Ace of Cups, if you haven't already got your Ace of Cups, this is what the divine wants you to do. Give back. You don't give a lot, fam. You know what I'm saying? You give a little. Because guess what? A little is a lot to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But just because you got abundance, it don't mean you give abundance away. Okay? You give little. You know what I'm saying? And you take your abundance and you keep it circulating to where you always got abundance, to where you're always able to give to the needy. Okay? That's a fifth card. I'm going to do two more cards, fam. Make 7. Okay? Going to pull out of here. The Empress. You know what I'm saying? Now, this card, she's holding an object in her hand. It's like a scepter of power, I would say. Okay? It represents her power as queenship. And she sits on her throne, and she's among nature. You know what I'm saying? She's around nature, and look like there's flowers blooming in front of her. Okay, and she got on a robe that has looked like cherries or blueberries. Not blueberries, but cherries or strawberries. Okay. And she got a hairstyle, not really a hairstyle, it looked like a crown with stars. How many stars it is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stars. 12 is significant because 12 breaks down to 3. We know 3, physical, mental, and spiritual, the 3 levels of life that we operate on, that we can operate on, because we do operate on it. We operate on a 3-dimensional plane simultaneously, okay? Which means at the same time, okay? Because we gotta use our bodies, we gotta use our minds, and we gotta adhere to the spirit, whether you operating in a low vibrational spirit or a high vibrational spirit. And of course, this Empress, she's vibrating on high. She's a ruler, you know what I'm saying? You know, so some of y'all may make it to the level of rulership once you obtain your wealth and you find balance within yourself and you have a heart and compassion for the people and giving back. You know what I'm saying? Because through the Empress, she brings divine order I'm going to say to the community, okay? In this day and time, the people need order in the community, but we need empresses, you know what I'm saying, to establish that order, okay? And for the men, emperors, okay? Even though it's not an emperor card, it's a empress card, but it's feminine energy, okay? We all have feminine energy. Masculines don't think just because you're masculine that you don't got no feminine in them, because you was born with X and Y chromosomes, okay? So that's what that card means. And the last card is another card sticking out, even though it's a couple. I'm going to pick the one on top. Okay, what's this one? Another sword. And this is the 7 of swords, and it's the 7th card. Okay, so what this is showing, a guy look like he got a fez on, red fez, and he got on red shoes. So he's representing life on high. You know what I'm saying? He representing life on low. Low not meaning low vibrations like he's doing wrong, but when he in the low, he's mindful to stay on high. You know what I'm saying? When he's around low vibrational energy, he's also operating on high. You don't let low vibrational energy get the best of him. That's the message that came to me. Okay, and he's carrying in one hand, in his right hand, 2 swords. Okay, and they hanging on his right shoulder. Then he got 3 more swords in his left hand hanging over his left shoulder. Okay, and he's walking away from 2 swords that are stationary in the ground. Okay, which is a total of 7 swords. What is this telling me? Since there are 2 swords planted in the ground, whatever he's working on, he's got 2, and he's about to plant the other 5. Okay, he's excited, he's joyful, it's like he's toiling, like he's working on high. You know what I'm saying? And he planted foundations. Okay, now let's go back to the queen. With the queen elevated from the 6 of Pentacles, obtaining the wealth of creating balance within themselves and showing compassion and giving back to the people, right? Okay, then you elevate into the queenship where you become the ruler, you know what I'm saying? You know, and in rulerships you can bring stability to the community, bring order to the community. And in bringing that order, you have to put in extra work, you know what I'm saying? And plant your swords, you know what I'm saying? Put in your work, you know what I'm saying? Because your swords, like a sword used for fighting, you know what I'm saying? And defending yourself. You defending the people from poverty. You defending the people from lack. You defending the people from instability. So you planting certain things, creating foundations to bring balance in the community, like you have balance within yourself. Okay, so that's my message, fam. This is my first recorded reading. I hope y'all enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure from this point on, I'm gonna get better and better. Or is it possible to get better? Or I'm already great. Okay, because I did a great job, right? Peace, love, and family. Peace, love, and happiness, family. This is the Moorish Oracle. Okay. Here doing the reading, recorded reading for the first time. Okay. Peace, love, and happiness, family. Y'all have a great one. And I hope y'all enjoy the reading. I hope that y'all got a message out of it. Peace.